The gymnasium buzzed with excitement, colorful banners, shiny science projects, and students in their best clothes. The annual regional science fair had begun. Among the participants stood Amara, a quiet, hardworking black girl from a small public school. Her table looked simple, just cardboard, wires, and a few recycled materials. But behind that modest setup was brilliance. A homemade water purifier designed to clean dirty water using sunlight and sand. Amara had worked for months, often under the dim light of her small apartment. Her mother, a nurse working double shifts, encouraged her every night. "Baby, remember, ideas don't need to be rich to be great." Across the room, Samantha, the daughter of a wealthy businessman, was surrounded by lights, cameras, and a display that looked like a professional lab. Her project, a flashy, smart drone for farming, had already captured the attention of the judges and the audience. She wore confidence like perfume, glancing occasionally at Amara's table with a smirk. As the fair began, judges made their rounds. When they approached Amara's table, she stood tall, hands trembling slightly. "My project," she explained, "is for villages that don't have clean water. I used sand, coal, and recycled bottles to make a small portable purifier. It costs less than $5. The judges leaned in, impressed by her innovation and the simplicity of her design. But as they nodded, Samantha whispered to her friends, "That looks like trash. She probably found it in a dumpster." Her laughter echoed softly across the hall, enough to make Amara's smile fade. Hours later, as the crowd gathered for the final round, Samantha walked past Amara's table and accidentally on purpose bumped into it. The purifier tumbled and shattered on the floor. Water spilled, sand scattered. Amara gasped and fell to her knees, tears welling up as her months of work lay ruined. "Oops," Samantha said coldly. "Guess it wasn't built very well after all." The judges rushed over, shocked. Amara tried to explain, her voice breaking, but Samantha smiled sweetly at them. It was an accident. Everyone seemed to believe her, everyone, except one judge who had been watching quietly. His eyes narrowed as he helped Amara pick up the broken pieces. In that moment, the hall fell silent. What Amara didn't know was that the next few minutes would change everything. The head judge, Dr. Lewis, asked for a brief break before the final announcements. Behind the curtain, whispers spread about the incident. Samantha, confident as ever, laughed with her friends, assuming the judges had moved on. Amara, meanwhile, sat alone on the bleachers, staring at the broken pieces in her hands. Her teacher, Ms. Green, approached and placed a gentle hand on her shoulder. "Amara," she said softly, "you may not have a project anymore, but your idea is still alive. Why don't you explain it again when the judges return? Show them your heart." Tears blurred Amara's vision, but she nodded. "Okay," she whispered. When the judges returned, Dr. Lewis made an unexpected announcement. "Before we continue, we would like Amara Johnson to present her project again, from memory." A hush fell over the crowd. Samantha's smirk vanished. Amara walked to the stage with trembling hands but steady eyes. Without props, without any display, she began to speak. She told them about her community, about how children in her neighborhood often got sick because of dirty water. She explained how she studied filters, tested them using soil from her backyard, and created a purifier anyone could make. Her voice grew stronger with every word. "I didn't have much money," she said, "but I had a reason to help people." The audience fell silent. Even Samantha's friends looked uncomfortable now. Dr. Lewis asked, "Can you rebuild it if given the chance?" Amara nodded. "Yes, sir. In one day." Then something unexpected happened. The cameras that had been filming Samantha's presentation had also captured her accident. Footage showed her deliberately pushing Amara's table. Gasps filled the hall. Samantha's face went pale. Dr. Lewis turned toward her, his voice stern. "Integrity is worth more than invention. You've lost both." Tears streamed down Samantha's cheeks. The hall erupted in applause, not for her, but for Amara. The next day, Amara's story was everywhere. Online, on local news, even trending under Daughter Amara the Inventor. Reporters praised her courage, her honesty, and her innovation. The judges not only gave her first place, but also a special scholarship from a National Science Foundation. When she returned to school, her classmates greeted her with cheers and hugs. Her mother stood at the gate, tears in her eyes, holding flowers. "You didn't just win," her mother said. "You proved that kindness and truth always rise. Later that week, Samantha's family publicly apologized. She appeared on stage, eyes swollen from crying, and said, "I was wrong. Amara deserved it." Her voice trembled, and Amara, instead of gloating, walked over and hugged her. "You're brave for saying that," Amara said softly. "We all make mistakes." That moment became the most shared image of the event. Two girls, once divided by pride, now united by forgiveness. Months later, Amara's purifier design was picked up by a nonprofit organization. They began producing it for real villages, giving hundreds of families access to clean water. Her dream had come true, not because of money or power, but because she believed in what she built, even when the world tried to break it. And somewhere in that same gymnasium, under the same bright lights, a new banner was hung for the next fair. It read, "Greatness isn't about what you have, it's about what you give."